Beloved soul, stop for a moment. Breathe. You have not arrived at this video due to an algorithm glitch, nor by a simple coincidence of fate. You are here in this precise moment because heaven has been calling you by name, and today finally your spirit has decided to answer. You are a daughter of the King, a chosen one, and those number sequences that seem to follow you wherever you go. That 11:11 glowing on your clock, that 3:33 waking you in the solitude of the early morning, or that 4:44 you see on license plates, are not accidents. They are God's fingerprints marking your path. They are encoded love letters your Father sends to tell you, "My daughter, I hear you. I have not forgotten you. I know you have been praying in silence, asking for a sign, seeking an answer amidst the uncertainty." Well, these mirror numbers are confirmation that heaven is aligning in your favor. God is trying to tell you that your season of waiting, pain, and confusion is over, and that your true divine identity is about to awaken with supernatural power. Today the veil is lifted. Are you truly ready to stop walking blindly, to decipher the sacred code, and understand what your Creator is shouting to you with infinite love? If you feel deep in your heart that a greater purpose awaits you, and you are ready to release fear and manifest the purest desires of your soul, I want us to make a sacred pact right now. Do not be a passive spectator of your own life. Take up your spiritual authority. Go down to the comments right now. Use them as your personal altar and write with unshakable faith as if it were already a reality. I am a bearer of light and I hear the voice of God. Declare it, write it, and seal it. Because by doing so, you are opening the door to the miracles we are about to reveal in the next few minutes. Write it now to anchor this truth in your spirit so it stops being just a thought and becomes your reality. And while you decree that word of power, I invite you to take a step of faith. If this message resonated with your spirit, join our community of seekers by subscribing to Mind and Heart in Harmony. We share guidance like this to strengthen your journey every week. God always has a new revelation for you, and this is the digital sanctuary where you will learn to hear His voice clearly. Because today, my beloved, we are not just going to talk about numerical curiosities. Today we are going to claim your spiritual inheritance. In the next few minutes, I am going to hand you the master keys to decipher the secret language of the angels. You are going to discover why seeing 11:11 is not random, but an urgent call to awaken your hidden gifts. I will reveal why 444 is the guarantee that a shield of divine protection has been placed over your home and family, and how the appearance of 777 is announcing, with celestial trumpets, that financial miracle and provision you have been praying for on your knees. I promise you that by the end of this video, you will no longer look at the clock with doubt or fear, but with the absolute certainty of a warrior of faith who knows her commander is giving her precise instructions for victory. Listen closely because this is vital. There is a specific number, an alert figure, that the enemy often uses to confuse, or that appears just before a great test of faith. I need you to know how to identify it so you do not fall into the trap and lose your blessing. Stay until the very last second because your victory depends on your attention today. I want you to listen with your heart, because Sarah's story could be the mirror of your own life right now. Sarah is a woman of faith, a warrior like you, but she felt trapped in a spiritual wilderness. Debts were not just in her bank account, they were suffocating her soul. She went to bed every night with a lump in her throat, feeling as if her prayers were bouncing off the ceiling, as if God had lost her address or forgotten her name. However, in the midst of that overwhelming silence, something began to happen. Night after night, without fail, her eyes would snap open in absolute darkness. She would look at the clock and the numbers glowed with an unsettling intensity. 3:33 in the morning. At first, fear paralyzed her. She thought it was an attack, that something evil was stalking her, or that it was an omen of misfortune. Sarah would pull the covers up, trembling, trying to go back to sleep to escape that reality. But everything changed the night Sarah understood her true divine identity. She understood that 3:33 was not the hour of terror, but the sacred Watchman's hour, the hour of mercy. The exact moment when the veil between heaven and earth is so thin you can almost touch the mantle of God. That night, instead of going back to sleep worried, Sarah made a radical decision. She got up. She turned her bedroom into an altar of spiritual warfare. She began to pray in that precise instant, but she no longer prayed from a place of self-pity, but from authority. She stood firm and claimed her inheritance as a daughter of the king, declaring that provision belonged to her by divine right. And do you know what happened? Heaven responded with a roar. In less than a week, she received a totally unexpected call that resolved a debt that had haunted her for years. Doors that had been rusted shut suddenly swung open. My beloved, that was not luck. That was not a coincidence. It was because Sarah stopped ignoring the signal, stopped fearing the clock, and activated the direct line to God. She aligned herself with heaven's timing. Today you are going to learn to do exactly the same. No matter how dark your night is, your miracle already has a date and time, and it is just one signal away. Beloved soul, breathe deeply. We have reached the pivotal moment. When numbers triple, the voice of God ceases to be a whisper and becomes a celestial command. These are codes of urgency from heaven. Pay close attention because one of these numbers holds the answer you have been crying into your pillow for. Let's start with 111. Why is it vital? Because it is a portal of manifestation. If you see 111 and you are worried, stop. Cancel that thought and replace it with a biblical promise. Declare Psalm 19 verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. We move to 222. God knows you are tired of waiting. 222 is his embrace of patience and faith. It is the confirmation that the seed you planted with tears, you will soon harvest with joy. Perhaps you don't see the sprout yet, but underground the roots are growing. If you see 222, God is telling you, do not give up 5 minutes before the miracle. Stay the course. Everything is working for your good. The 333. The powerful and sacred 333. This is my favorite. Not only does it represent the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, but it is the master key of Jeremiah 33 verse 3. Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. If 333 follows you, you are not alone. The ascended masters and Jesus himself walk beside you. It is your green light to ask for the impossible. Do not ask for small things when you see 333. Ask for the great miracle. But listen well, you who protect your family. The 444. When you see fours, I want you to feel an immediate peace flooding your chest. It is the code of protection and of the angels. It means that celestial legions are camping around you and your house, just as Psalm 91 promises. If you have felt fear, nightmares, or spiritual attack and you see 444, it is God shouting, I am your shield. No plague shall come near your dwelling. You are safe. You are armored. And what about 555? Get ready. 5 is the number of grace, but also of radical change. If you see 555, do not fear the storm that rises, because that storm is not coming to destroy you. It is coming to clear your path. God is moving the pieces. It might be a job change, a move, or a relationship ending. Do not cling to the old. 555 announces that freedom is on the way. Now let's talk about a number that many fear. 666. Beloved, do not panic. Although culture associates it with evil, when you see it as a spiritual signal, it is a loving warning from God about balance. That He is telling you, daughter, you are focusing too much on the material, on money, or on worry, and you are neglecting your spirit. It is not a curse. It is a call to return to the center, to seek first the kingdom of God. Breathe deep, because we arrive at 777. If you have seen sevens, celebrate. Hallelujah. You are walking in the perfect will of God. It is heaven's applause. 7 is the number of divine perfection. It means you have learned the lesson, passed the test, and divine wisdom flows in you. If you had doubts about whether you were on the right path, 777 is your absolute confirmation. Yes, you are doing well. Keep going, warrior. We reach 888. Beloved, open your hands because this is big. 8 is the number of new beginnings. Remember that 8 people were saved in Noah's Ark to repopulate the earth. But it is also the number of infinite financial abundance. If 888 follows you, prepare to receive provision from sources you never even imagined. Scarcity breaks here. It is the moment to harvest what you have sown with such effort. And finally, 999. It is the number of culmination and closure. If you see 9s, it is God saying gently, "Daughter, let go. It is finished. That cycle of pain is over. That job has fulfilled its mission. That relationship has taught you what it needed to." 999 invites you to drop the heavy baggage of yesterday so you can enter your promised land light and with open arms. Have you ever seen these numbers and felt a shiver run down your spine? That is your spirit recognizing the truth that I want to read from you right now. Write to me in the comments. Which number is chasing you the most lately? Do not ignore it, write it down, because by doing so you are accepting the guidance. I will be reading and responding to tell you what specific step you must take today. Beloved soul, let's take this to a higher level. Until now you have understood the message, but now I want to teach you how to contact the messenger. In deep spirituality, we know that numbers are not just ink or light on a screen. They are vibrational frequencies. Take note because this is golden. I am going to reveal which specific archangel is behind each master sequence so that when you see the number you know who to call upon. When 111 or 1111 appears, the energy present is that of Archangel Gabriel, the great messenger of God. The same one who announced the birth of Jesus. If you see 1111, Gabriel is near to help you speak your truth and to bring you good news. If you are waiting for legal news, immigration updates, or job offers and you see 111, invoke Gabriel. Thank you, Divine Messenger, for the good news that is already on the way. Now attention to 333. We already spoke of the Trinity, but in angelic numerology, this number vibrates with the energy of Archangel Michael. 3 is the number of balance and power. If you feel fear or weakness and see 333, Michael is by your side with his sword of blue light, cutting negative ties and giving you courage. It is not time to doubt. It is time to act because the General of Heaven has your back. Let's talk about the healer. 444. This number belongs to the Legion of Archangel Raphael. In numerology, for represents the solid foundation, the earth, physical health. If you or someone you love is sick, whether in body or soul, and 444 crosses your path, it is Raphael telling you, heaven's medicine is being poured out. Healing is in process. Visualize an emerald green light enveloping you when you see this number. And here comes one I know you need. 888 and Archangel Uriel. Uriel is the angel of divine wisdom and provision. The 8 lying down is the symbol of infinity. When 888 appears, Uriel is burning away all consciousness of poverty in your mind with God's fire. He is telling you, daughter, money is energy and God is the source. Open your channels. If you have debts and see 888, do not be distressed. Thank Uriel for the $1 million idea or the practical solution he is going to put in your mind in the coming hours. Finally, a secret of advanced numerology that few know: theosophical reduction. Sometimes angels speak to you in hidden code. If you see a time like 1212, don't just stay with the visible number. Add it up. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 6. The 6 in biblical numerology is the number of family and mankind. If you see 1212, the hidden message is about your home. The angels are asking you to pay attention to harmony in your house, your partner, or your children. It is a call to heal your personal relationships. Do you see it, my beloved? They are not just numbers. It is a constant, fluid, and loving conversation with heaven. You are not alone for a single second of your life. Beloved soul, look me in the eyes. Burn this into your heart. Mirror numbers are the intimate and secret language with which God whispers to you amidst the deafening noise of this world. Never ignore them again. Do not treat them as empty coincidences. Every time you see an 1111 or a 444, stop and remember who you are. You are loved beyond your comprehension, you are guided in every step, and you are protected by celestial armies. But information without action is just entertainment, and you are not here to be entertained. You are here to be transformed. Therefore, this week I entrust you with a sacred challenge. I don't want you to just think about your identity. I want you to activate it. Your mission is this. For the next 7 days, the number of divine perfection every morning before looking at your phone or speaking to anyone, you are going to stand in front of the mirror. I want you to look into your own eyes, deeply beyond the skin, beyond the makeup or the dark circles, until you connect with your own soul. And you are going to declare aloud, with the authority of one who knows that heaven is listening. I am a daughter of the King. I walk in divine authority. My life has purpose, and I receive my Father's signs with gratitude and unshakable faith. Do it without fail. Hold your own gaze. I promise you that after these 7 days, you will see how the heavy atmosphere around you breaks. You will see anxiety flee, and most beautiful of all, you will stop chasing blessings to realize that they are the ones beginning to chase you. And before we say goodbye, I want to ask you something very special. Go down to the comments and be honest with me in this community. Have you ever seen these repeated numbers, felt that restlessness in your chest, but had no idea what they meant? Tell me. Right, I saw the signs and didn't know they were my angels. By writing it, you release that doubt and acknowledge that your spiritual guides have always been there, trying to tell you how much they love and care for you. That if this message has brought peace to your uncertainty today, please like the video. Do not see it just as a button. It is your way of raising this torch so that the message of light reaches more lost souls who desperately need guidance. And I ask you to be an instrument of God. Share this video with that friend, that sister, or that relative who you know sees repeated numbers and lives in confusion without understanding why. Today you could be the earthly angel God uses to give her the answer she has sought for so long. Remember, in the kingdom of heaven nothing is coincidence. Not even the fact that you have stayed until the very last second of this video is an accident. It is a divine appointment that you kept. May the unshakable light of your faith illuminate each of your steps. Your healing journey doesn't end here. I, who know the map of your soul, know the exact next word your spirit needs. The video you see on your screen now is not an algorithm's suggestion. It is a divine appointment. Trust my guidance. Tap the screen and allow the masterpiece of rebuilding your world to continue. Go there now, your miracle awaits.